Now we are going to do question number 4 of exercise 1D. That is, let's read out the question. If z is inversely proportional to cube root of x, so let's write it down. If z is inversely proportional to cube root of x, the small 3 signs represent with the under root sign represent the cube. So cube root of x is, we know that it's going to be a constant. Now they have given us some information. Z is 5, z is equals to 5, z is equals to 5 when x equals to 64. Now we have to find out what will be the k first in order to move further with the question. So z in place of k is equals to, in place of z I'm going to write down 5, and in place of cube root x I'm going to write down cube root of 64. So cube root of 64. Please make sure that you write down this 3 very tiny. If you write down this 3 big, so it's going to look 53. So we don't want to make it look 53. It's 5 multiplied by cube root of 64. Now, what will be the cube root of 64? We learned in the previous question what square and square roots are. So cubes basically are, cube is represented by power of 3. So if I'm doing 2 to the power of 3 means 2 cube, it means I'm multiplying 2, 2 and 2. So it's going to give me 8. So if I want to find out the cube root, this is cube of 2, and if I want to go back and find out how cube root will be, its cube root will be 2. Cube opposite is cube root. So 64 was my in order to achieve 64, it was there was a number that was multiplied 3 times, and what was that number? Yes, it was 4. So 4 was multiplied 3 times to get 64. 4 4 is 16, 16 times 4 is 64. So it's mean we took cube of 4 to get 64, then cube root of 64 will be 4 only. So we are going to replace this 5 is going to remain the it's going to remain 5, and cube root of 64 we are going to write down 4. So k will be equals to 5 4 is 20. K is 20. Now this k is going to help in solving the question further. It says find the value of z when x is 216. Find the value of z is question mark, when x is equals to 216. Now let's put values in this equation. Z is not known to us, and cube root of x means cube root of 216, which is equals to k, that is 20. We want to find x, z, so I'm going to take this entire over here. So it's going to be z equals to 20 upon cube root of 216. Now cube root of 216, it's going to be better to learn some cubes and cubes root. Cubes basically, if you find out, if you know a cube of certain numbers, you will automatically know the cube root of those numbers as well. So cube root of 216 is 6. So z is equals to 20 upon 6. So I'm going to simplify that. It could be written in two different form, either a decimal or an mixed number. So I prefer decimal, so I'm going to divide that. 6 3 is 18. 2 is left. I'm going to put a decimal. I'm going to put a 0 over here. 6 times 3 is 18 again. So 2 is left, again 0, so 18, and it's going to keep on going, so we are going to stop here. So z is equals to 3.33. And if we write this down in a mixed number form, so first we are going to simplify this. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 tens is, so it's going to be 10 upon 3, and we're going to change it into mixed number. 3 3s is 9, 1 upon 3. So either you can write down this value or this value, both is going to be correct. I prefer this decimal.